Hartley. How are you?
Tip top.
So, how'd you feel today? How'd it go?
All right, let's go back a little bit, right? I said some conflagratory stuff that the internet has seen a lot of since the preliminary. And I'm still hot and heated about 2021. I was just talking to our new media manager back there. It says, if Team USA can't give you a quote when you get ousted from the village, they failed. But I think that's a whole surprise how the world changed. I don't want to be bitter with anyone. I would rather eat with men than kill them, I think it was the old quote. And I said that I may not accept my spot on the Olympic team. I will. I'm going to go to the Olympics. My win condition for this is that I needed one of my buddies from the last Olympic team to make it, either Casey or Chris. They've been my brothers for a long time now, and I've been in the sport longer than anybody else at the highest levels, and the road is lonely, and you want to have your friends by your side. And when you're forced for your friends to abandon you, and they're conflicted between giving up their dreams to support you or going forth without you, that is the tear that 2021 provided me. And I don't think anybody would fault me for that. Right? We're trying to rebuild this year. We're going to reconsolidate. We're going to reassert a positive view for Team USA. I'm going to be a captain of my pole vault squad. I'm going to be a positive force for Team USA. I'm going to hold everybody accountable to their position and their job for bringing us back home better than we leave the States, because that's their job, not winning medals like everybody thinks it is. Our job is to come back home, represent well, and make sure that we put the flag on our shoulders the right way, okay? And so that's where I'm going to lead my team.
What made you change your mind in the last?
People who say you didn't do your job when you didn't get vaccinated last time.
When I didn't get vaccinated, that's a choice that Team USA made. In 2022, I was withheld from the World Championships here in Oregon. They said I couldn't get a credential at the door if I came. That was the email. I'm not going to tell you who it was from, because I love them. And the problem is that, once again, somebody else, not here in the sport, says all of a sudden you have to add something to your life that you don't know much about to be a part of this again. We have no stipulations anymore. As an athlete, I'm 100% accountable for what goes in my veins all the time, for good or for ill. I take that very seriously, but all of a sudden I'm forced to do something. I don't like being forced to do anything. I'm from the South. We like taking things slowly, we like taking our time, and we like not being forced into doing anything. And so I had to take my time. I had to not take my automatic spot at the World Championships in 2022. Who wouldn't be able to do that? No matter what position. I had a clean spot to come jump in this new stadium for the first time at a World Champions as a returning champion. Never got my chance. Missed a great competition. And that's why I love the sport competition. So that's why I'd be bitter about that. I'm glad they repealed all those vendettas. I hope people start saying sorry and start paying out whatever grievances need to be paid for that sort of just travesty of policy making. But otherwise, we want to be healthy and vault ourselves into an awesome future.
What made you change your mind since we last saw you?
My dad. My dad is such an amazing, wisdom inspiring. He's grouchy. He's older. Tokyo changed him, right? How can you support your son and all of a sudden he's going back to the same Team USA that absolutely screwed you before? How could you support your son? He's so torn that way. I love him, right? I know him almost better than anybody. We've traveled this road together. He made me what I am today. He helped me man to man. Every Olympic team I've made. He's sitting on the other end of the horn, too tired to travel because he can't sit in the stadium and just see me go for another Team USA that's probably going to screw me again. I won't let him do that. I'm too vocal. I've known too much about this sport. I've been here too long. Too many people know my face. They know I'm too good. And all of a sudden you have to be the successor in order to be the sage in the sport to have an opinion. He changed my mind. He says, Sam, take it on your terms. I'll take it on my terms. He says, don't go. He says, don't go. Why not go? Why? Take it. You've built this awesome thing back in Mississippi. I have an awesome training center. Nobody can kick me out of it. Nobody can close the doors on me. I'll bring whoever I want into it. I'll be the best hospitality provider for pole vault and track and field in the world, right? That's what I want to be. And coming back around to why did I want to be a part of this team again, I said, I see some potential in the future. Now, if anything changes and I don't like it, I'll take my ass home. I'm not on an island anymore.
If you have a competition goal for the Olympics, do you want to achieve something there? A clearance, a result?
A long time ago, going to the Olympics there's two people that go to the Olympics. People who really want a medal and people who just want the experiment. They want to get the tattoo on their arm. They want to say they're an Olympian. And that is a title worth going for. And I'm not gonna begrudge anybody chasing that dream. It's a bad dream if you're asking me. It's a terrible way to put your focus that I want to be an Olympian one day, there's too many ways to fail, right? There's too many ways to say that you could doubt yourself. I want to build a sport that doesn't rely on these Olympics. I said I don't like the Olympics. I think it's too far gone, right? It's not a good place to point our young people. It's actually self-deprecating. If you talk to any one of these pole vaulters out here, a lot of athletes, man, they've got a lot of things they're having to fight. Why is a grown man crying on the track out there because he didn't make this team? Is it that heartbreaking? Yeah, it is, because we built this up to be like this. Why do we have to do that? Why would we build a situation where people, all of a sudden, if you're not top 3, if you're not the winners, all of a sudden you're broken down to pieces? I hate that. I want to build a sport that's different.
What does the system look like? A perfect, better system look like?
A system for the middle. A system for America. A system where we take our people and we really provide them a place. And we don't have to share it with the rest of the world. We're really good at doing those sort of things. And I'm not a politician, but I want to be a facilitator of greatness. There's so many great guys out there on that track that are not going to get to be Olympians this time around. And they're going to run out of time. I'm going to get too old to do this here in the future. The passing of the guard will happen again here in the future. I don't want that to be the end of our glory. Nobody's going to start listening to me as long as I don't have a medal on my neck. That sucks. Success becomes a sage. You start listening to people who have more and more of these. I got a rack full of them, I'll tell you that. My opinion doesn't mean any more than any of those great men that were on the track. They walked the same road with me, but all of a sudden they don't get the bid and the cameras. I love them all the same.
Also, I want to talk about the competition now. 592 championship record.
Right.
You do win. The competitor within you must still enjoy that.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I love talking about, because that's the real story. How awesome is it for a bunch of guys to get out there and just go toe to toe? I can't tell you that there wasn't a better situation. I need to talk. Is she with the Washington Post? She misquoted me last time. You are. All right, we're going to talk to you in a minute. And I'm not mad, okay? Okay. The 592 is a great place to stake yourself in the competition world right now. Thibaut Collet just jumped 595 in France. I get to jump 592 season's best. Get to drag Chris Nilsson with me to 2 seasons best just to make this squad. He and I work so well together, and that's what this breeds us. Every guy out there on the track, once they bowed out, they sat there and said, "Sam, go for it. Sam, go for it. Sam, go for it." And that's what I've been trying to breed for 10 years. If it ain't my spot, it's yours, and I'm going to be proud of you for it. Yeah. That's what the Olympic trials is to me.
Absolutely. You're at the apex now. This is like the best that men's pole vaulting has ever been, obviously with Mondo and the rest of the competition. You've mentioned a few now.
This is officially the hardest team to make in the history of American pole vault in track and field. 587. Had to jump under pressure the trials record to cement my spot. That's not supposed to be the way it is. I won it by a foot in 2016, but man, we have raised the tide of this sport. I am so proud of it.
Sam, I'm so sorry. I got here just a little late.
Yes, sir.
Watching the end of that thing. So are you excited to go? Are you not excited to go? Or how do you characterize your emotions? Or can you compartmentalize like that?
Doesn't matter?
It kind of does.
Why? I mean, it's my job to go win a medal. What's exciting about that? Winning the medal. It's not how I feel about it. A lot of times, I can be contrite. A lot of people know me to be very contrite. I love the sport. I love competing. When I go through I've been to Paris. I'm going to go to Paris here in 2 weeks for the Diamond League final. Hopefully jump in Stade de France on the track and warm up for it. I love doing that. I love putting on the Team USA. I've always loved that. I joined the freaking Army, right? Because I love this country. I'm super excited about all that. Now, I don't want to give away to all the excitement like some giddy ant, but sometimes you just got to be like, man, I'm proud. It's awesome. My baby was in the stands up there. I got to hug him right after I jumped. What's more happiness providing than that? I think it's super special.
Are you definitely going to compete in Paris?
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'll be in Paris.
In 16 in Rio, to get a different feeling about the Olympics than you do? Obviously, you do now.
It's a pipe dream, right? It's too far gone. I've borrowed money from my granddad to buy plane tickets for 2 years because he invested in me. That was part of my... Never mind, that's a family thing. My granddad supported me for 2 years. He says, I want you to get the experience you need in order to get on the track. And I did. I left the NCAA early, and I went and got my butt whooped on the road for 2 years in the shadow of a world record holder. And he missed the Olympic record in Rio. I was just happy to be there. And my coach told me, that old guy I was telling you about, everybody leaves unhappy at the Olympics except the top 3 guys. Don't be one of them. He didn't tell me to win. He just says, be happy that you're here, man. Because at the core of it, it is a gift. It is a gift.
I guess the Olympics, has it just changed what it means to you? Because like you said, in 2016, you realized how...
It's not so special when I'm judged based on if I make the team or not, right? I'm I'm lesser if I don't make the team. That's just the nature of being the old guy, right? People know what I can do, and they say, well, if you don't do that, you're probably on your way down, Sam.
Yeah.
You're probably on your way down. And that's a sport. I said this the other day. I picked it. I love this sport, right? It's cutthroat. Most people would be terrified to be a part of this sport. I would challenge any other guy to put his headspace in where people are here on the track. We have lions and legions of lions out here on Team USA. Any of 9 guys who go out there and medal at the Olympics, right? That makes me excited. That's my team, right? Not all necessarily the rigmarole of it.
But so you don't like the Olympics, but you like everything, like the team and all
I don't
that.
like how everybody thinks the sport is only the Olympics, right?
That makes sense.
Only the Olympics,
So it's
right?
not the,
That's what I said the other day.
It's the.
Oh yeah, everybody only focuses on the games. Everybody only focuses on the games. We do this awesome sport all the time. We've been trying to build it a lot of times, but the Olympics sucks a lot of it out of it. They do. It's a good positive thing. People love seeing it. Rah rah the Olympics, but sometimes they worship it. That's a tough thing to just Olympic worship all the time. And I said, well, sometimes it's just, if I don't make it, it's just fine.
Yeah. Well, Sam, instead of the narrative of what it is from 2021 and everything that's come from that, what you've spoken about now, if you could rewrite it yourself, if you were to say this is the Sam Kendricks narrative, what would you want it to be?
I would want to say that, hey, I am sorry that the world sucked in 2021 and 2022, and I want to continue forth in gladness. I wish that everybody that didn't know how to react to such a harsh time, they would have learned from putting me through what I was through, even accidentally, going into the future, so that'll never happen again. If I see one of my cute teammates out there getting stuck in isolation, I'll go wild. It's not gonna be nice, right? Because it just doesn't matter to me anymore. I'll sacrifice 100 attempts at the Olympics now if something just crappy happens to one of my teammates. Don't screw one of my teammates. I'm glad it happened to me in 2021 and not with somebody else.
Your role with the Army, what's the best way to